Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Yankton man was arrested accused in an assault that sent another man to the hospital. Yankton police say officers were called to the 100 block of East 3rd Street just after 1 o'clock Sunday morning for a report of an injured and unconscious man. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
During the investigation, authorities learned that the victim was assaulted. 23-year-old Caleb List was arrested and is charged with aggravated assault. Police in Rapid City have arrested a man for allegedly firing a handgun at a patrol car. 44-year-old Christopher Don is facing several charges, including aggravated assault on law enforcement and discharge of a loaded firearm while intoxicated. Police say he left a bar early Saturday morning and fired multiple times at a passing patrol car driving to an unrelated call.
2 bystanders disarmed him and held him to the ground until police arrived. Police are crediting the bystanders for stopping a deadly threat posed by Don. No one was hurt and there's no damage reported to the patrol car. Authorities are asking for the public's help in solving a stolen SUV case in Gregory County. The sheriff's office says the SUV was taken from Rogers Auto Sales. Officials shared these photos of the SUV and the person involved.
Authorities say that person also took a 4-wheeler from the Burke area, but it was found south of town. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Gregory County Sheriff's Office.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, everybody. Looks like today we'll have mostly sunny skies. Temperatures able to hit the 60s in many locations. It may end up being a little cooler. Parts of eastern and northeastern South Dakota where temperatures can stay in the 50s for today. But we'll be pushing 70 in Rapid City. As we get into the later part of the week, well, rain is looking likely. Snow into the hills. And the wind will return too Thursday into Friday. We're talking wind gusts over 50 miles per hour for some. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Well, this weekend, the entire world had its eyes on the Middle East as the Israeli government formally declared war against the Palestinian militant group Hamas for its surprise attack from the Gaza Strip on Saturday. Just 1 week ago, a Sioux Falls couple was in Israel on vacation.
Todd and Patty Ferris returned home last Sunday night. Now they're watching as the places they just visited a week ago are devastated. They enjoyed their time there so much they had even planned on going back this week.
We were all excited to go back and even spend more days in Israel. And it was Saturday morning. I woke up about 4 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. I think I was anxious about thinking if I'm going to get everything done to return to Israel. And I got up, turned the TV on, and I couldn't believe that I saw the terrorist attack that was going on.
The Ferrises say they may still one day return to Israel, but for now they're just praying for all those impacted by the war. Today's Native American Day parade in downtown Sioux Falls will be led by a 94-year-old great-great-grandmother. Opal Stars, who grew up on the Rosebud Reservation, will serve as Grand Marshal. She served as a Head Start teacher on the Rosebud Reservation and a dorm parent at the Pier Indian Learning Center.
She came to be known as Grandma Opal to the children she worked with. Her commitment to education made her an easy choice to be this year's Grand Marshal.
Just seeing how Opal has lived her life, and it shows through her children, her great-grandchildren. It's just overwhelming to see somebody live in such a good way like that.
Native American Day activities start at 9 o'clock this morning with a prayer ceremony in Lyon Park. The parade starts at 11. That's followed by Wachipi at the Levitt Shell from 1 to 4 p.m. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karsten. Brian?
All right, weather today looking very pleasant out there. Temperatures likely in the upper 50s to low 60s. In eastern KELOLAND, a little warmer, though, across western South Dakota, as we're watching a few more of those upper 60s coming in line. Forecast tonight, probably a little frosty. I will say temperatures are back down in the low 30s. So make sure you pay attention to that if you're still keeping an eye on your flowers and garden vegetables and those kind of things. Others of us have already kind of let that slide a little bit. But at any rate, tomorrow, we're back into the 60s. Looks like a pleasant afternoon. Even a few 70s may show up across across western South Dakota. And I think we'll keep that momentum going into Wednesday. But by that point in the forecast, a stronger easterly wind. There are some structural changes to the weather later in the week. Let's pay attention to this. First off, as you see, kind of recapping the short term, all is quiet. High pressure center, fair weather, those types of things we'll talk about through Wednesday. Wednesday's the turning point, and we might even start to see some rain chances Wednesday night, but more importantly into Thursday. Track of a potent low pressure center. That's going to be our focus of attention. Of course, the weather attendant to that low is going to feature a shield of rainfall with a driving east wind. You're going to feel that. If you are in the Black Hills, yes, we could blend some snow in here. And if we do that, we could easily get a few inches of snow. I'll put it that way for now. We're not going to attach some specific numbers yet, but the probabilities are going up. The other thing to watch is the attendant low pressure center and the severe weather that goes in front of this storm. Now, right now, a lot of the projections are still keeping the surface low in Nebraska, but even with that scenario, you can still get some elevated hail with some storms if this storm comes out as strong as its forecast. Right now, most of our modeling is all agreeing that it's a fairly strong low, but the exact placement, that's still something that we'll continue to look at here as we go through the forecast. Obviously, the effects of this can easily spill over into Friday, so it's a Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday system. Look at your wind forecast. See how it starts off really quiet? Then by Wednesday, starting to pick up some momentum out of the east. East winds tell us a lot about the weather. That's in response to that low. And then look at the wind speeds coming in on Thursday night into Friday, 40 to 50 miles per hour. So that's going to be a blustery forecast. Obviously, a lot changing. And there's a quick glance at the snow coming into Wyoming, Colorado, and yes, the Black Hills of western South Dakota. Already higher elevations, high probability of over 3 inches. And obviously, we've got some room to grow on that. The widespread rain, yep, there it is too on the European model. Again, the exact tracks of this rain, I expect there will be some shifting around on that a little bit in the next couple days. Well, let's go to your forecast. 60 today, Sioux Falls, 58 in Aberdeen. 7-day forecast. Pretty nice up through about Wednesday. And then here comes the storm and the rain there. Thursday, Friday into Saturday. It's not going to be very warm, be in the 50s. Aberdeen will also be in the 50s. The extent of the rain shield farther north, we still have more questions about that, but stay tuned. I think Aberdeen, that part of the forecast will play out here. Also for Pierre and Rapid City, there should be plenty of wraparound moisture into these sections of Kettleland. So we anticipate the rain chance will go up Wednesday night into Thursday and lingering into Friday. And obviously, as I mentioned here in Rapid City, that could be close to some snow, although the snow probabilities are much better in the higher elevations of the Black Hills. Stay up to date on your weather. More information online at kettleland.com.